Hello and welcome to Points of Interest. I'm one of your hosts, Jake, along with my co-host, James, over here.
Hey, guys.
If you're new to the show, this is Inverted Reality's gaming news podcast. Every week, we collect video game news and stories from around the internet and bring them here for you to listen at your own pace.
That's right. You don't have to search. You don't have to look. Just come right here. We'll give it all to you.
In a book.
In a book.
I do not like green eggs in ham. We are in the middle of transitioning to a new format. So we record the show on Monday. On Tuesday, you get your first topic. Wednesday, you get your next topic. Thursday, you get your next topic. Friday, the whole show releases as one big video and audio file on YouTube and podcast services all over the dang place for you to listen to. Make sure you follow us
Beautiful.
on Twitter at IR Games. Stay up to date with what we're doing, and we'll tell you what's live, when it's live, and how to get it.
How
Boom.
it's live.
How it's live. It's live because we uploaded it, James. And speaking of upload, what have you been playing?
I've been uploading my Horizon Forbidden Wild saves
I've been uploading my non sequiturs. How about you?
to the PlayStation Cloud lately because I have finished it. It was awesome. It's you know, they said it would take us between 10 and 15 hours. I did all the side quests, got all the collectibles, finished the final. There's one quest at the end I haven't finished yet. When you beat the game, you'll know there's a quest. I've done part of it. I'm just like, I am exhausted. Like it's a very tough thing to do. So like, I'm going to come back to it. I got other games to play. Really good. It adds to the story. It's totally new story. So it's not something we've already known about. It's it all revolves around something called Firebreak, which you learn about pretty early on in one of the things. It's awesome. It's great. It's an extension. Looks beautiful. Mocap's great. I've talked about it before. I'm not going to bore you with it.
Worth the money?
Way worth the money.
All right.
I mean, I probably am about, I added 20 hours to my playthrough. So, and I fast travel everywhere. I like being able to fast travel everywhere. So I don't like, oh, there's a thing 1,000 yards away. I'm going to fast travel there. I'm not walking that far. I don't want to.
I will walk if it's one of those situations where I need materials.
Right.
Like, all right, I need materials. I'm going to go to where my next destination is and just stop along the way and hit stuff.
It's interesting because you use the new weapons that they have. You're using materials that you weren't using before. So stuff you like had a ton of. So like you probably, like I had a ton of chill water. Like I had like hundreds and hundreds of them. Cause
I never used chill water.
I never really used chill water for stuff. Well, guess what? You're gonna. So there's like stuff like that that's like, oh, I didn't use this before. Now all of a sudden I'm using it. So it's cool. It helps you to clean up your inventory. And all of a sudden I realized I needed to go farm stuff. So it's a good time. Well worth the money. Really fun. You get to fill in some of the questions you had coming out of the first game. There wasn't a lot, but you get to learn some stuff about things. Very clear that they like responded to feedback. We're like, oh, you guys want to know about that? Boom, here's this.
Here you go.
So really
We
good.
got it for you.
And the nice thing is at the end, if you're confused at all, there's like a section where you can ask a bunch of questions, like a ton of questions. It's awesome.
The Horizon Wiki.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. It's really interesting. You'll see. So then once I finished that, I picked this up a couple nights ago. And if you don't recognize this lovely game, it is Shadow of Mordor. It's the first one, released back in 2014. And I still had my old save where I was like, you know, the completion says 35%. This is not specifically my save. This is a shot from that's where your head's supposed to be, so they don't even know. Jeez.
Not.
But also, I'm way past this part. Yeah, so I found my old save. Not that it was hard to find. It's really easy. It's PlayStation. Is where the other save was. You load it up. So I jumped back in. I had to Google some of the controls because we were past the point of getting them re-explained to you, right? So like when the guys would get stunned and go down, there's little like sparkles over their head. I had no idea. I like was pushing every button once, couldn't figure out what to do with them. I had to look it up, and I still couldn't really find it because people would put it in PC terms. I'm like, I don't have any of those buttons. That's my X is not. My X does not do that.
My X is not your X.
I promise. So it took a bit of adjusting, but I played for like 6 hours straight. Like I couldn't put it down. And I apparently have gotten more patient as a gamer in the last 3 years because I was dying a whole lot less than I used to. So it's awesome. I think I'm on the last mission. I don't really know because I felt like I was on the last mission. I've got like all the war chiefs branded. And then I went and like looked at my save file and it was at 51%. I'm like,
well, it makes sense with all the side stuff.
I'm guessing that's like, oh, this is not story completion. This is completion.
Game completion.
So I think I'm almost done. I found a YouTube video where I could catch up on all the cutscenes. So, because I was like missing pieces in my brain. So I went and watched the cutscenes that I've already gone through at this point. So now I'm much more into it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hopefully finish the game up tonight so I can start what you've been playing lately.
I've been playing Shadow of War.
So you undeleted it. You had deleted it out of rage.
I did.
But then you forgot to take the disc out.
I didn't take the disc out. If I had taken the disc out, I might have done something with the disc that I would regret and have to buy Shadow of War again. But so with leaving the disc in the PlayStation, it reinstalled itself. And I
The next time you turn it on.
pulled the PlayStation, it was a little notification that says Shadow of War is installed. I was like, well, I guess that checks out. And so I went through and I leveled up my character a little bit more, and I went into the arena at like level 17, I think,
Okay.
versus my level 18 boss. Didn't beat him first time.
Okay.
Still was just horribly squashed under the insane difficulty. So I turned it down to easy.
There you go. Just
Beat
to
the
get past.
fight, turned it back up to normal, and now
There you
life is good. Because
All right.
everything else around the game, like all the bosses I could run into out in the world,
Yeah.
were at max like level 14.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, I'm over leveled for where I am.
Right.
And so I was just, all right, I'm going to beat this part. I don't care. Like stuff I looked up online, people were like, you know what? I couldn't do it. I put it on easy and just moved on. And I was like, all right, I'm not the only one.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'm moving
interesting.
on. But the game is great. Like same thing.
Yeah.
The gameplay is so tight and so fluid. I have run into the big guy that we saw in all the
Mhm.
promotional stuff. That's
Yeah,
the funny stuff with that Bruce the Shark accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's in my army now, and he'll pop in and give you hints.
Nice.
So I like captured a dude, and all of a sudden it cuts to this guy like it's one of the cutscenes for a captain finding you, and it's just him giving you like in-game hints.
Nice.
He's like,
That's
"Oh, you should
awesome.
make that guy your bodyguard." I was like, "Okay, I guess I will."
That's awesome. So, in terms of, because I'm curious about it, I know I'm going to play, and so I'm very excited, but I just like the open world in Shadow of Mordor. The map looks like it's big, but with the fast travel system, it kind of feels pretty small in its areas. How is like the map and the geography so far in War? Is it pretty big? Does it feel small?
The areas I've been are kind of small,
Okay.
but they're pretty dense. So you start off in the name of the city I've forgotten, Minas something, and so it's like Minas Tirith but smaller,
Right.
from the movie. So it's a city, so there's buildings everywhere. It's not huge, and so you go to the next part, which is like an orc camp
Mm-hmm.
thing. So there's orcs and stuff popped up everywhere. So there's not those big open fields we had
Yeah.
in Shadow of Mordor. I've moved past the city, and there's a few more open spots, but still not as open. So it's like they might be smaller areas, but they're more dense with stuff.
More stuff to do.
So yeah,
Okay. Cool.
less open space to try and. run
What's
across.
I want to keep harping on this because it looks really pretty and I want to give you time to talk. What is like the best part about it so far? In your 10 hours or so?
Yeah, something like that. I kind of dig the leveling mechanic. So like I don't remember how it was in Shadow of Mordor.
There
because
really
it's been so
there
long.
really isn't much of anything. You would gain experience, unlock ability points, and
Yeah.
then you would gain money that gives you other kinds of upgrades.
Yeah, so
that was
here-
basically it.
So like leveling up in gear, so you get gear from beating captains that are different. You know, if you can find like legendary and epic
Right.
captains, and so if you beat them, you get legendary or epic gear. Or
So not just runes, because before when you beat Captain or War Chief, you would get like a rune you could attach to your sword or attach to your dagger. So this is a little different.
you get actual. The runes are still in play,
Okay.
so you get actual weapons. So you kill one, it pops up, so you can get bows, swords, daggers, cloaks,
Okay.
and armor.
Ooh.
And so you'll get runes that you can also attach to those things. So
Nice.
and you can also upgrade the runes themselves.
Ooh.
So I had like 15 like health runes, and there's an option that says combine highlighted runes. And so it takes 3 of them, combines them into the next level up.
Ooh.
And you
okay.
combine enough, then you combine 3 of those into the next level up past that.
So do you get
and then attach
runes? It
those.
sounds like you probably get runes and stuff quite a bit more.
You
than
do get them quite a bit.
because they're pretty rare in Shadow of War.
Yeah.
Shadow
In-
of Mordor.
All the weapons have different abilities. So I had an epic sword. I don't remember. There's rare, legendary, epic.
Mhm.
And I think I had an epic sword. It was purple, if that helps anybody. That when you built up to like a combo, it would freeze enemies as you hit them.
Whoa,
So you hit them, it's like frozen. And I have
that's
a
awesome.
like stun ability that freezes enemies, and you just like do really fast hits like Batman when you hit him with the cloak.
Yeah.
So it does that, except for it's Italian with the sword, and they're frozen. And so it
That's
was doing
awesome.
that with the sword, but then I like got up to where the swords I was getting were doing so much more damage that I'd kind of left it behind.
Right.
But some of the swords have abilities you can unlock like that. And
Okay. That's cool.
then the leveling mechanic is like different sets of trees, and you can level them up as far as you want without having to touch the trees if you don't want to.
Ooh.
So
It's actual choices.
Exactly. And so I was sitting there, I was like, man, I'm looking forward to when I can ride the animals. And I realized it's a whole skill tree that I just haven't touched yet. And I didn't realize. I was like, oh, I got to unlock that myself. Okay, never mind. I'll get it.
Cool.
But yeah,
awesome.
Looks
I'm
like
excited.
everything is one skill point to unlock. So you just keep unlocking as you go.
I
So,
like it. I'm
pretty good.
excited. It's on my list, man. It's the next man up between that, and I'll probably bounce between that and Wolfenstein 2 because Wolfenstein 2 is very visceral and very, very different. I don't think I'll get my brain mixed up in those two games. I feel like I could separate them out pretty well.
Yeah, going between Shadow of War and Assassin's Creed it's two big open world games with pretty deep stories.
Right.
So you kind of got to pick one and stick with it.
Gotcha.
All right. But moving on
Moving
to games coming out this week. So, new games coming out this week, to be specific. So, for Tuesday, December 5th, today, if you're watching the breakout, a few days ago, if you're watching the full show,
Yep.
I realized listening to the last show, I was like, oh, we kept referencing everything as today when the breakouts were coming out.
Yeah.
So, just a little thing.
There you go.
Little inside baseball for y'all who are listening
Baseball.
to the show.
If you guys are keeping score at home,
Just keeping score, so we're winning, and that's all that matters. So, for Tuesday, December 5th, Dead Rising 4, Frank's Big Package for the PS4. DLC for Dead Rising.
Complete. It's the complete.
Is it the complete thing?
It's everything. It's it's a big package. So DLC 4, you can play as Capcom heroes. Like there's costume stuff for Frank to be like old Capcom people.
Maybe Mega Man?
I think. So. I mean, I can't imagine you wouldn't be able to. It's
I think there was
that is Capcom.
like a little blaster you could pick up in Dead Rising that just shot like ping pong balls essentially, and it would just knock zombies over. It's kind of funny. Destiny 2, Curse of Osiris DLC, PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
I do like that it releases on PC at the same time.
Yes.
Not a huge surprise.
Well, now that it's out on PC, it should.
but I'm glad that they didn't like delay the launch of that. Just like they had a plan from the get go with it.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about more about Destiny 2 later in the show.
I think at this point, delaying it a month would be like,
Slap in
and
the
also
face.
like at this point, if you've been playing it on PC, like most PC players play games, you're at the point where you
Yeah,
probably need
you're
more
caught up.
content.
You're caught up, and and that was the way that their schedule was. So really excited for this DLC.
Yep.
Everything else might have to take a break until we get through that. I'll be completely honest.
Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. So this is with the Frozen Wild on the disc we were talking about.
Yep,
before
on the
we
disc.
got there, and it's $50 for PS4.
Mhm.
So
Definitely,
the whole
if you
kit and
haven't
caboodle.
taken the jump, the DLC right now is 15. So
Yep.
if you didn't get it at Black Friday, it's just get the complete edition. It's a better deal at this point, especially because it comes on the disc. It seems like a weird thing to celebrate, but it's such an old-fashioned thing we don't see anymore. So
Yep.
if you're the person that wants to play this without having an internet connection, this is the one to pick up. So
Sure.
that's out now. Go get it.
Justice League VR, the complete experience on PSVR.
This is a cinematic experience. I
Yeah.
looked a little bit about it. They even have versions like for like the VR cardboard and stuff. So,
Oh.
don't get your hopes up.
No, yeah, that's pretty much what I've heard about the Justice League movie. Let Them Come, PS4. I didn't look up. I've seen this and heard it bounce around in a few different things, but I didn't look up anything on it.
Yeah, not super. I don't know.
Steep Road to the Olympics DLC for Steep, PS4, Xbox One,
In
and
case
PC.
anyone actually bought Steep,
Yeah,
here's DLC for it.
for those of you that are really into very realistic
Extreme-
sims for downhill snow sports,
It's a very
more power
much-
to you.
The problem that I had with Steep is that it was too, and I didn't play a ton, so crucify me in the comments if I'm wrong, but it was too much of a sim for me. Like I want arcade SSX.
It was hard to like jump in and just
Yeah.
have fun.
It's
Like,
just
you had to work really hard.
SSX. I
to
want
get
like where I'm
going.
taking my board and I'm flinging over my head like a helicopter, and I like take off my pants or something, and then get back on the board.
Yeah.
That's what I want in a snowboard game.
Flying free to the wind.
I don't want get through all the rings in a certain amount of time and make sure you don't tilt your DualShock controller when you do it. And I just
Yeah.
so that was just me.
Yeah. The Walking Dead, the Telltale series collection on PS4 and Xbox One. So if you haven't played The Walking Dead yet,
Yeah.
there you go.
I mean, it's,
Complete collection.
Yep, there you go. It's
So-
all there. They've started. I feel like their episodes are releasing quicker over the last few years. Like I felt like their episodes used to be really stretched out. Times of release dates, I feel now they're really clustered together. So that's
Yeah.
nice.
Wednesday, December 6th, A Hat in Time, PS4 and Xbox One.
No clue.
This one's been kind of an anticipated release. I watched a Let's Play on it, and it didn't grab me.
Yeah.
So if that's your thing, hey, there it is.
I got you.
Speaking of if that's your thing, Jak 3 PS2 Classic comes out on PS4. Jak 2, the PS2 Classic, comes out on PS4. And Jak X Combat Racing PS2 Classic on PS4 on Wednesday.
Don't start thinking, oh man, is it a great 1080p remaster? No, it's not.
It's just the PS2 game
Copy, paste, trophies.
put on to
That's what it is.
trophies.
So
That's the most
not
important
bad.
part.
It's those are really good games, but I would have preferred like a remaster.
Jak
at this
3
point.
probably
It's
being
been
the best
this
of those games.
this long. Yeah, Jak 3 is pretty good. They were all good. Jak X was
Jak
like,
1 was
hey,
infuriating.
do you remember that part in Jak 3 that you were really annoyed at the racing? Guess what? It's a whole game now.
The whole game.
Yay!
Gosh.
They were more refined.
I played through the Jak and Daxter games in college. And I just remember like sitting there going over the same part over and over and over because I kept dying.
Yep.
And just being so mad.
Well, like
But
the part in Jak 2, the docks.
the
was
docks.
one of the most
The
infamous
docks
parts
just
of Jak 2.
sticks out in your brain. It's like, why? Why? Just why?
Yeah, so if you didn't
No
get
one
a chance
tried
to
this
enjoy those, you should at least pick them up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, but I have too many things to play that already have 1080p visuals.
Yes. Thursday, December 7th, Nintendo Day. Human Fall Flat on the Switch. I think you and I would just have a blast
Yes,
in this game.
for sure.
And the Sexy Brutale comes out on Switch
It's
as well.
a graphic novel, right? Or,
I believe so.
I'm pretty sure.
That's
I've
our
seen
good
some
friend
people play it.
TB Plays. If you haven't
Yeah.
checked him out,
Good
he's
stuff.
playing through this game or just played through it recently.
He has played through it recently
played
enough.
through recently. Friday, December 8th, Battlestar Galactica Deadlock for PS4 and Xbox One. I don't know what it is either. So, and Hello Neighbor for Xbox One and PC. This one I do know.
Yeah,
And this
it's
one
been
looks
in
kinda
alpha
interesting. Yeah.
for quite a bit. We've seen it on PC. So now this is the real version, the real one, the one you're getting.
Yep.
I don't think it's in beta or anything. I could be wrong, but
been an alpha almost long as PUBG.
yeah, pretty close.
Saturday, because games are releasing on Saturday this week. Loco Roco 2 Remastered for the PS4, because people cared about that. And Monster Hunter World Beta, people actually do care about that.
I care about
on
this.
the PS4. So that's going Saturday through Tuesday?
Yeah,
question
yeah.
mark?
So it goes Saturday, December 9th, starts at 9 a.m. Pacific time. That's 9 a.m. UTC -8 for those of you overseas. So that'd be 5 p.m. I think. For you
Figured
guys.
out. We're not going to
4
do
to
the math
5
for you
p.m.
guys every week.
And then it ends the same time on the 12th on Tuesday. We're gonna be out of town Saturday. We'll be back Sunday, so we're gonna check it out Sunday night.
Yeah.
You can preload starting on the 8th. So
Yeah.
it's only 5.6 gig, not a huge beta. There's gonna be 3 different quests, different levels of monsters from beginner to expert to intermediate.
Ta-da.
And by doing the quest, you will unlock exclusive bonuses for the real game that launches in January.
I think you're right. If you're a Monster Hunter fan, there's a video over on IGN's YouTube about 47 Monster Hunter World changes in the next patch, or something. I don't know.
Like 47 changes that only Monster Hunter fans are
would
going to
get.
notice. Like,
I don't know. We didn't watch it because, that is just
ridiculous.
a little bit of the games coming out this week. There's a link below.
Mhm.
I missed it in one of the videos last week, but there's a link below that has this list.
Oh yeah,
And I didn't put them all in because we don't have that kind of time. Free games for the consoles this
I
week.
always like free games.
So for PlayStation Plus, December this month.
this is a very
this
yin
year.
and yang here.
Yeah,
The last
so-
one of 2017.
So Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition.
Definitive edition.
Definitive.
Definitive.
Defi-
It's like definitive,
Yeah.
but definitive.
It's both great and awful. So
Game's really good. If you didn't play it
know.
before, definitely pick it up.
I didn't beat Darksiders 1.
But this is it's a parallel storyline.
Yeah.
So the concept of Darksiders is the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. You play as War in the first one. This one
Plays
you play
Death?
as Death.
Oh, that's right.
So it's awesome.
Yep.
They've got a third one coming out very soon. Not very soon. It's sometime next year.
Yeah.
Where you're going to play as what would be called Pestilence. They didn't call it Pestilence. I don't remember but it's a female, so that's kind of cool.
It's called Pensiveness.
So that's really cool. Darksiders 2, that's going to be cool. Forma 8, that's one of the cross-platform plays. I don't know
There's
anything
several
about
games
it.
for
Um,
PlayStation 4.
Kung Fu Panda Showdown of the Legendary Legends. This is a really weird like feature PS4 title.
We'll
I'm not
probably
gonna
try
lie.
it just because I'm interested.
I mean, I'll download it.
I'll download it and see it, like whatever the
Yeah.
cover art looks like. Maybe look at it before I ever actually open it.
Right.
That's you for you European folks.
Mhm.
We don't get that, and I'm kind of sad about that because I like that game. Until Dawn Rush of Blood, still available for PSVR if you didn't get it last month.
Mhm.
Still available to get this month, so get it before it's gone.
Even if you don't have VR, but you're planning on getting it, go ahead and just claim it now so
Yep.
you can have it when you get the
It's
VR.
it's free.
I,
why would
I
you not
won't
get it?
because I'm never going to play it even when I have VR. But that's because I'm a little girl.
Yeah,
about
it's
this
just an
sort of stuff.
on-rail shooter.
Yeah, with jumps.
You should get it anyways.
I might.
For
have money.
PS3, X-Blaze Lost Memories. Speaking of Lost and
If
Memories,
phrasing.
the PS3. Siberia Collection. Don't know anything about either one of those games.
No, we don't.
On the
know
Vita,
that.
Forma 8 and Wanted Core.
Mhm.
So
All right, games with gold. We're adding this to the show since we have Xboxes and now care about
now
that
we
sort
care.
of thing. Warhammer End Times Vermintide.
Vermintide.
Sure, whatever. You spelled it wrong. December 1st to December 31st. Vermintide. I don't know. Warhammer is kind of an interesting franchise that is.
I've seen people playing the Vermintide.
It's not
game.
often used or talked about on consoles. So Warhammer is always one of those like just nerd games. Start off as tabletop stuff way back in the day, alongside like D&D and stuff. Tales of the Borderlands has already been free since the middle of November, now going through December 15th. Yep. They do this weird for Xbox. I don't know why. Maybe just you get new games every 2 weeks. I don't know. And then you've got Back to the Future, the game, 30th Anniversary Edition from the 16th through January 15th.
Yep.
Weird.
Yep. For the Xbox 360, Child of Eden from December 1st through December 15th, and Marlo Briggs and the Mask of Death for December 16th through December 31st.
Boom.
Boom. So those are all the games that you can get mostly right now, with the exception of some of the games with God. I realized my hand was out of frame. You can get with games with gold when they kind of come out.
Sort of,
but up next, we didn't do this last week because it was not here, but Ryan Clements pulled through. He heard our cries of mercy and gave us the drop this week.
Yep.
So we go over the drop just for fun because some of the translations are funny and we enjoy it.
Some of these we've already talked about, so we'll kind of breeze through if you're following along with this.
Plays June, a soldier struggling to defend her island against an organization wanting to drain its energy. Her decisions will prove crucial for the outcome of this world in ruins. Hey, James, what kind of game is that?
No idea.
Yeah, me neither.
The thumbnail they picked is weird because instead of showing a person, they showed a blurry ship.
There's a person behind that ship somewhere.
Is there?
Kind of looks like a person back there. Maybe it's just a building with
That's
with
probably
eyes.
not a great focus point, though.
No.
Yeah, weird decision there. Chaos on Deponia. Brufus is back. Oh
boy.
I recognize that person. There was a click adventure a few months ago on PlayStation Plus. The click and move, click and pick or something.
Point and click?
That one. That's the one. It was weird. Those games are always weird. We talked about Dead Rising 4.
Invector.
There you go.
Turn up the volume and take rhythm gaming to new heights, all the way into space.
Rhythm games.
Yay. All the Jack games, Justice League games.
Yep.
Let them come. We already talked about. Look at Rogue 2. We already talked about. Gosh darn it.
I know. We sold ourselves out. Mitch, Berry Challenge. Lighthearted, retro-inspired 2D platformer with a simple controls, challenging levels, hand-drawn animation, and a full soundtrack.
That sounds great.
That sounds cute.
Peaceful. Never End. I wanted to say never mind. Oh my goodness, the description on this thing.
Boy.
Never End is a roguelike dungeon crawler where you, a simple adventurer, suddenly wakes up in another dimension. Inside this dimension, there is no sun in the world. The whole world is caved in. Enemies swarm you from left and right, and you need to learn how to defend yourself.
So it's literally a dungeon crawler because that's all there is.
Yep. It's a monster closet, the game.
Oh my god, heads. Frenetic multiplayer fracas in which 4 players swing pointy swords, sling explosive pies, and celebrate victory with exuberant aplomb. So is this like a Smash Brothers clone?
I don't know.
Kind of sounds like
Swinging
it.
pointy swords. This next one sounds awesome. Snow Fortress.
Yes!
Snow Fortress is a VR snow fort building and battle game. Relive your childhood by building snow forts as you prepare for epic snowball fights. James, we need to get this game.
Ooh, that does sound fun. It's interesting
We
because
have a snowball fight in VR.
well, because it says PS4, but then it like says VR snow.
Yeah.
But either way, that sounds like it'd be a fun thing.
Yes.
Square Boy Bullies Arena Edition. Someone needs to teach these bullies a lesson in pain, so why not let it be you? That kind of looks like Meat Boy style graphics there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Or at least like character.
Yeah, like characters.
Oh, not only is Steep has the DLC, but it's the Steep Winter Games Edition Road to the Olympics beta. So
Boy.
you got that going for you.
That sounds none of the fun.
Hmm.
We talked about the other things.
That's not English.
Cash Cab? Cash Cab is still in the air.
Wow. We moved down to PlayStation View, by the way. We
yeah.
skipped all that other
At the
stuff.
bottom, there's PlayStation Music,
Cash
PlayStation Video, PlayStation
Cab.
View. Cash
Huh.
Cab.
Well, you
What are the
know, it's how it goes.
Yep.
All right.
But that's going to do it for the drop. Guys, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, click up here to subscribe to the channel. We do this every week. And if you want to see more videos, click down here for a playlist.